other side. No, the other side they say Jurgen Klopp competed well and he built a strong Liverpool team. And Uncle Fobi said, "Oh, build a strong Liverpool team, no." What are you heading? After Germany, one more provisional squad. Ababeto dra one more they call Euros. Big name is be Matt Hummels and Leon Goretzka. Yanfre one more. It's a provisional squad. No say any 170. It's 27-man squad and yede Ababeto dra Manuel Neuer, the ever-present Manuel Neuer, still in there. Oliver Baumann and so Marc-Andre ter Stegen and Alexander Nobel and so Hobi. Defenders now and I say the ever outfield players in Antuja. Antonio Rudiger, Jonathan Tah, Robin Koch, Maximiliano Mechlas, Benjamin Hendricks, Walderman and Anton and so Hobi. David Rom, Nico Schlotterbeck, Tony Cruz, 𝐒𝐏𝐬 Gundogan, Pascal Gross and so Hobi. Robert Andrich, Joshua Kimmich, Kai Havertz, Chris Forrich, Florian Wirtz, Abanteno from ya war team from Bayer Leverkusen and Fredo Kwankebeme Alexander Pavlovich, small boy be a see a kind of Germany, see a kind of Bayern Munich and so in a call up. Thomas Müller, Nicolas Fulkrug, Leroy Sané, Dennis Undav, Maximiliano Bea and Jamal Musiala. It's no place for Matt Hummels and Leon Goretzka. Coach, this was Fred Womo, so 2 players no, actually, the entire one from, but who said 2 players no, Mobonyo Sokra. Now Obi him say you be free player Yakubu because wonya collab da with the national team. Manchester City goalkeeper a friend Stefan Ortega and Kofosi he is the best number 2 in the world. No be ask this time there Stefan Ortega ebenya collab to the national team because of what he's done with Manchester City. Neso hwe na just manam frɛ no. It's no year for Germany. Now France and so Eddie almost squad atuja. Now France squad and they say in their home 70. Goalkeepers no Alfonso Areola will see a kind of West Ham. Mike Mignon and so Eka Hosasona Bryce Samba and so Lons on the soccer. Defenders no Jonathan Klaus Marseille defender no Wakao. Ibrahim Konate Liverpool. William Saliba Arsenal. Jules Conde Barcelona. Theo Hernandez. AC Milan. Ferland Mendy Real Madrid. Benjamin Pavard Bayern Munich and Dayo Upamecano. For the midfielders, it is N'Golo Kante who see a kind of Etihad. He's not played the national team for the last 2 years. Sasuna Eduardo Camavinga or Real Madrid or Kanwa. Andre Nirabio, Juventus or Kanwa. Antoine Griezmann and so Ekanwubi. Aurelien Tchouameni. Warren Zaire-Emery. Small boy now will see a kind of Paris Saint-Germain or Kanwa. Sasuna Monaco or captain Youssouf Fofana or also Ekanwubi. Eddie Mono or more. Shane him so Mobeto Atanadia France. Kylian Mbappe. Bradley Bacola. osi akaide ma Paris Saint-Germain Ousmane Dembele eso wo PSG Sasona Kingsley Coman ewo Bayern Munich Marcus Thuram ewo Inter Milan Randall Kolo Muani ewo Paris Saint-Germain na Olivier Giroud ewo AC Milan. Netherlands and so Eriom squad etudwa. There was no place for Jurien Timber. One wa we prat the whole season afe and waba. But say ena Netherlands for woman squad and so etie. Nick 𝐒𝐏𝐿𝐒 goalkeepers na mebo bom de Nick 𝐒𝐿𝐒 ewo hobby Sasona Mark Flecken and so ho Justin Ballo ewo final do kan hobby Sasona bat Verbruggen or so see kind of Brighton and Hove Albion. Defenders na Denzel Dumfries Inter Milan, Stefan de Vrij and so Inter Milan, Virgil van Dijk of Liverpool, Mickey van der Ven Tottenham Hotspur, Ian Marston ono Borussia Dortmund, Nathan Ake Manchester City, Jeremy Frimpong Bayer Leverkusen or Ghana so ne osia kan Edman Holland Martins delete Bayern Munich Sasona Gertruda also ewo final do hobby Sasona Daily Blind of Girona enso nya call up midfielders dey Frankie de Jong Ryan Gravenberch Quentin Timber Fiorentina nindiano Quentin Timber one way nya call up Joao Vermin of PSV also hobby Jedi Schlotten Martin de Roon of Atlanta, Xavi Simons, RB Leipzig, Tion 𝐒𝐏𝐻𝐒 ono Atalanta, one of the best players I've seen this season. Tijani Reinders, AC Milan, Jorginho Wijnaldum, ese kind of Al Ittifaq, Saudi Arabia, and Swenya collab. Forwards na Daniel Malen of Borussia Dortmund, Memphis Depay of Atletico Madrid, Wood Vegas of Hoffenheim, Brian Brobbey, ese kind of Ayas, Wadosu Ghana in Brobbey, also Obama Holland. Brobe die say nka ofri ya chemo baby nka osi akande magana nka beboaye ye nya brobe ye Black Star number 9 woni semenyo ni na ke muja ho toto atena nka beboaye and the brobe si osi akan Edema Holland. Steven Bergwijn eso ewo Ajax Sasona 𝐒𝐿𝐒 ewo Liverpool. Boys ni nyina adwane jayen. Fine you. After you share a few transfer stories now, you try your home. Norwich say on person Pamo Momanija Wagner because he has failed to be in the championship playoff final. No, least you will more free into Omobuofu. Tilo Kere will see a kind of West Ham United. Now the loan Monaco. I don't any say. Monaco for ne some person we dey on a permanent and West Ham Agiatum. Thiago Alcantara de Macatro ne matip they are leaving Liverpool. Yes, Juventus Real Madrid some person pamo or manager Maximiliano Allegri. Na wo kofa Bologna manager your friend Thiago Motta. Brentford defender your friend Ben Mee will also assign a new 1-year deal. It's not bout can see a power. I wouldn't want to miss this bout for anything. And all your Tyson Fury and Alexander Usyk from Ukraine. Heavyweight bout, also Saudi Arabia. It is 35 minutes after 9. 0506-367-196. 0506-367-196. Question I may be say, has Jurgen Klopp's time at Liverpool been a success? 9 years, 1 Premier League title, 1 UEFA Champions League, and ultimate as major trophies. FA Cup near the did them in person, made count. But do you think he has been a major success? And also, now what we Sunday. Do you think an upset will happen? Will Mohamed Kudus worry Manchester City for Arsenal? Say minim Arsenal for the team you are City ni ombo biano. No more party natural say team ne enye bibi and fan more. Do you think we are going to have a twist this Sunday in the title race. Say one the budget title, no? Are we going to have a twist, or you think say it will be business as usual? Man City will just brush off West Ham and win the title. For messages in the fire WhatsApp line on 0506 367 196. Making kind Eddie Amau. Good morning, Mr. Hansen.
Good morning.
We have a call.
At the same.
I mean, I do more now, so.
I did actually Quaye, so I will need you. Yeah. I said, Abema, Shady Ampon.
I don't hear.
Sometimes you're taking your mappy for granted because your compema at the patchy NT.
No, sleeping and waking up, and Kasa, we take it for granted. We think it is normal. A idea, automatic, a CC.
And I what now we use. Last time you know, be one common. And I say, oh, Adia San Wako in Quaye. So I was at the China on sorry.
We to make us say, oh, Adia Chia Mefro. Hey, Adia Chia no dia. Adia Chia no dia. Casanyame Adoma.
Adia San Quan, Sana Mufili. Adia San Quan, dear, as order. Odana the Chindia. I was sorry, like it's supposed to happen like clockwork, but and Tissa and Tadichin say, I say, Eddie Aseda, ma train the ampon. My person started free Barcelona for Asoe. Lapata say Xavi on Yanedine.
You see, there's a big likelihood Obey U10 as Xavi would leave.
Xavi will leave or stay?
Would leave.
I don't know. Maybe our conversation if we in the first place and the reason behind Xavi leaving in the first place. So first not so call and also better now. Say also a person oko. But I am of the view say anka Oma Xavi America kra anka ebe boatim no.
Yes, say before and by some of the board members are angry because once Xavi Quaye interview, we're talking about the club's finances and the players that they can bring in, but aware say club no issues. Yes, the board members are not happy and they are putting pressure on Laporta to sack Xavi.
Now say, no, say any secret say they had financial challenges. The players, top players, no. It became evident. A stadium redevelopment.
There be some say send the road there at the end of 2 years no. Xavi say e be say send next season title no mobile compete again with Real Madrid. No say no club no finances so sure he doesn't think they would compete, but they need stability and time because they are going through certain situations.
But that is the case.
And yes, board members so serious. Barcelona you one city crowd where account tomorrow you have to compete for the title. You
cannot compete for that's what I've been saying all along. Winning the championship, it is not a given. Before you end up winning the championship. And say footballing wise, squad at Madrid any squad at Barcelona you could even go as far as say Xavi waya the crown say what you compete this time around.
Did he really compete?
At least he's going to finish second.
Oh, okay. Because the gap no super.
Gap no so, but at least he's going to finish second. Now, Barcelona, Spain there. If you're Barcelona or Real Madrid, it's either you win it or at least the worst case scenario finish second. Who go finish fourth, any third, any fifth, near the idea. Or how now because there is crisis. But when you finish second, if you're Barcelona. That's a Madrid winning, that's what finish second. And now if you're Madrid, that's a Barcelona winner, that's what finish second. Even though you wouldn't consider the season a success, you can at least take solace in the fact say you are behind your main rivals, irrespective of the point difference. But also share the work you've done over the course of the years for you to be able to say OPSOJ championship. Madrid over the last 2 or 3 seasons, have built a solid team. They are still in the process of completing that. Their chances are, squad and what they are doing in the Champions League, what they've done in the La Liga this season. Chances are they are bringing in the likes of Mbappe, any Omomoke count to come and help the team, to come and build on what they've done already. No players been Barcelona better to me assign with their financial situation this season. Because of signing Lewandowski, they say he is declining. Lewandowski are peak no. Now Bayern Munich, Lewandowski is declining. I find a lot of the young players, youth players, every junior team, La Masia, Eba. So they have to give him time to build the team. And I think what he said, it was a way of taking pressure off the team because what I say, the team is fairly young, especially the young ones that are coming in. So I don't agree. Say also Omaneko. In any case, Deserbi now they are contemplating some Omakofano. I don't think that Deserbi at this point in time will hit the ground running. So called Barcelona. I've always had my doubt about Deserbi. Maybe in future, to me, I'll be one of the best managers in the world. But as we speak, I don't think Deserbi is there yet to go and manage a club as big as Barcelona. But I think that they should give Xavi some time. So obe grooming squad. Now German squad what's the everyone was say Thomas ne Goretzka didn't make the squad.
Coach, let's say we're from Makasabad. It seems they are not having any of it.
Goretzka ne de me anyame Thomas you can understand why Thomas has been excluded because we share options of more our defensive center back now. Thomas, if he makes the squad, considering the season inside at Dortmund now, it wouldn't be too much of a big deal. But the fact that we make it squad so doesn't come like a headline.
He feels this season he's played some incredible football with Dortmund, so he deserves a place.
Already in the crowd, but now on counter that. Some left this.
Defenders Antonio Rudiger, Jonathan Tah, Robin Koch, Maximiliano Mitchell Dash, Benjamin Hendricks,
center back.
Valda Anton and David Room and Nico Schlotterbeck.
You would say you need him there for like experience to guide them, but you can also see the direction the German team is going, trying to change the face of the team, bring in some new blood. And see, it is not so much of a surprise. Goretzka because a lot of the players in the team had issues with Goretzka in the last tournament and even at the World Cup. When Hansi Flick was there, a lot of them felt because of the German clique, Flick had to play him at all costs.
Because of Bayern,
because of the Bayern relationship in it. And there was a game, I've forgotten the game particular, but there was a game they were leading. And at all costs, no per se Goretzka bebo. He made the change. I think he took a Mechano off and Goretzka by, and then they ended up drawing the game and being kicked out of the competition. And the rest of the teammates, blamed Hansi Flick for that sub because at that point, they were controlling the game. There was no need for that substitution, but the substitution had a negative effect on the game in regards to Germany. And from information, almost Goretzka is like a bit turbulent. And to on this or say on board, it created some sort of creating confusion in our team in the squad. That is if he's not playing. And he Negos Madoka from the very beginning say Ofreno. Now say any idea Obama na starting and Obama guaranteeing spots in the starting 11 now. Ofreno cry because he doesn't want any distraction in the team. If the Negos has said this that the team and say he hasn't made the team. With the French squad, I was a bit surprised with the absence of Olise from Crystal Palace. I'm of the view considering season when you're at Crystal Palace, at least even if he's not going to start in Crampo, at least he should be able to make the team to reward his effort for the season he's had at
Chairman team near title.
Chelsea
for the both Malo Gusto should have been there.
Ahead of who?
I almost say he should have been there. He's been one of the best right back. Oshe, yema de okana so. Olise de no. If I look at the forwards there, Kylian Mbappe.
Let's look at those who play from
the wings.
The wings, the right.
Definitely Kylian Mbappe plays from the wings.
Kylian Mbappe, they use him more centrally.
Yeah,
now.
but
because Benzema and Giroud are for
okay,
so they use Mbappe more centrally.
Bradley Barcola, Paris Saint-Germain.
PSG.
He's won the league with them. He's had a good season with them. Ousmane Dembele, Paris Saint-Germain. Kingsley Coman, Bayern Munich. Marcus Thuram, Inter Milan. Randall Kolo Muani, Paris Saint-Germain.
So Kolo Muani too more of a striker, just in the same breath as Thuram. And Camino, with the injury record of Coman, I would have taken Olise
ahead of Coman.
Because Olise will give you more reliability. He can do a lot of the things that Coman does, but maybe you could say it's not as effective as Coman. But in the grand scheme of things, I'd rather have taken Olise ahead of Coman. French team, you drop it. Sometimes you don't even have a cause to complain because the quality now, our squad, sometimes when your selection, it doesn't. Because French squad, I'm two different squads. I'm going to a tournament. So
yeah,
the French squad, they can have two separate squads. That is how rich they are. That's how rich the squad is. That was my surprise. Kakra can't even though he's playing in the golf, because Ejuma can't hear in the French national team if he's fit and playing. I don't think anybody can do it. The closest person who was doing it was Matuidi, and Matuidi is no longer with the national team. So for Kante, as long as he's fit, hasn't retired from international football, and he's still playing Quaye there, I think he has to make the squad. And fortunately for him, of course, Saudi, you don't really hear of a lot of injuries. So I think it's the inclusion and share surprising, sir.
Okay.
The Euros in there with the squads that are coming up, I think it will be a very interesting competition this time around. Liverpool saw more Matip ne Thiago
Alcantara.
Thiago no, answer me because one of the most technically gifted players in the league in the world in the last 10 or so years now. I think on to me about midfielders needing on funny then count. Even from his days at Barcelona. But of course, Obianim ni record with injuries. Injuries are in the Buano. Free Barcelona now call Bayern Munich. Injuries are Buano. It's rather unfortunate because maybe if they say Anka injury free career Anka. So you can't the finest midfielders ever to grace the game. This season will make you only just one appearance for Liverpool, which is not good enough. And if you have such players on your payroll, irrespective of how good they are, they will still on the ball and they'll be occupying space on the wage bill
because they are not playing.
Just like Anthony Martial and Manchester United. And also said they are trying to offload him this time around.
Man in new contract.
No.
It's after June
30th.
June something the contract.
June 30th.
Yes, in the agents they are trying new offer.
No, I think they've told him.
They don't want to. Yeah. Game. Last game in the way. No money. Is it Newcastle? No, come on, wavy fans. No, bye. No sign autograph. Yes, it is done and dusted.
It's going. Over. And this season ball in our ball.
More. Pre-season on the ball giddy. No. I
think Matip is one of a few underrated players in this Liverpool squad. Yes, because I think the Matip and the Van Dijk partnership, at the peak of their powers, That's what won them the league title in was it 2029 2000 season. Also injuries and Mbuano oba ene no ko oba ene no ko oba ene no ko. Of course, only Cameroon national team no anye already get this alcohol no for the AFCON. No. Since then, no, it's never been the good books of Cameroon. But I think it's been a loyal servant to the club, and I'm just hoping the club will send off a very good send off ama these two players at the appropriate time. What's the club ahead?
Georgian club. They say I've called debates, and Rana Eden baby has he had a successful time at Liverpool? 9 years.
9 years.
1 Premier League title and 1 Champions League.
If you are putting it in Ocean and say one league title.
But Ian Lediman, one of the pundits in England, will say forget about the trophy and see what Georgian club has built. He's built a solid team that can challenge on all fronts for the past 9. First 4 years in the then Quaye. It's here for say 5 years here. He's challenged on all fronts, so he will say Georgian club has been a huge success.
I believe the club has been successful. I wouldn't go as far as saying a huge success, but I think he has been successful because when he came to the club was virtually on his knees. So to me, the first 11 or the ball in the first game when he came, to me, the first 11 club at the ball.
Just let me check it.
Yes, the first 11 club at the ball team over 2, and then we'll compare it to the team that he's leaving and the team that he won the league with, and comparing the two, you can make an assessment whether the over 2 any the Ojano, whether there's been an improvement or not. I think that's the best way to critically analyze the time at Liverpool. Don't forget, time now Obano. Roy Hodgson, Wabeyebi, Engineer Kenny Dalglish, Liverpool legend.
The first ever 11. Our boy, Simon Mingloli in post.
I want you to mention the
Nathaniel Klein as right back. Martin Skettle.
Yes, centre back.
Onisako the ball 4 and 5. And Moreno a ball 3. Lucas, so Kai Lucas.
Yeah.
Brazilian midfielder no. It is near midfield trio of Lucas, Lallana, and Emre Can. Then up front was Coutinho, Origi, and James Milner. That game was against Tottenham Hotspur. 2015, 17th October 2015. Now the bench, Adam Bogdan, Kolo Toure, Conor Randall, Joe Allen, Jordan Ibe, or CFNI, now Joao Teixeira, and Jerome Sinclair. No.
Bisabium.
Apart from Kolo Toure, Joe Allen, Jordan Ibe, but Mama Canadian
academy players.
That was his first 11.
Look at squad club Ebemiti in 2015 when he first came to the club. But let me say when he first went to the club. With this squad, were people really expecting him to start competing for the title?
And let me put it on record, say the 9 years he spent there, this is his last season. No single player and a war in the first season, that's war.
Yes.
That Obia or
Obia the whole team.
And then me know the place no, and Alisson walk. Konate Esketto place. Van Dijk has replaced Saku. Robertson has replaced Moreno. Arnold has replaced Klein. McAllister has replaced Lucas. Gakpo has replaced Lallana. Soboslai has replaced Merichan. Diaz has replaced Coutinho. Milner has been replaced by Salah, and Jota up front replacing Origi. Or they compare the OCC and
the So would you say this has not been a huge improvement of what he came to meet? Look at the quality of squad now, Obimite, and what the squad has been able to achieve prior to the arrival. I was talking about the struggles they had under Roy Hodgson, the struggle they had under Daglish, club legend, you know, and then this former Swansea manager. Oh, what's the name? Brendan Rodgers, and then the struggle they had under Rodgers. Rodgers even came close to winning the title. You say he did fairly well, but Klopp has been able to improve the team in every department, defensive, in the goalkeeping department, in the defensive department, in the midfield department, and the attacking department. He's upgraded in every position. It took him about 3 years for him to clear the squad.
Yeah.
About 3 years.
It takes time.
It takes time.
One window. One window.
And see, among 9 years now, it's very easy to be tempted to start counting from year 1. But Osha Jobe 2 years from year 1, it will be very unfair for you to expect him to start winning anytime within the first 2-3 years.
By a kind of from year 1.
But that is what I'm saying is that when in analyzing, you have to bring the nuances and the details. That will make sense of the analysis. And in general, you say, oh, it's 9 years. But in actual fact, he took the first 3 years to get rid of the chaff now better, to build his own team. And once he did that, then he started winning. He won the Champions League. Before winning, he had already been to the Champions League final. People will say, being to the Champions League final and winning it is a failure. But me, I disagree. It's all part of the winning process. It's all part. And then you build up to winning it. So I don't agree. Say, oh, Champions League final, and that's when winning, you are a failure. Going to the Champions League final and not going to any final, a year easy anchor. Every club would have made it. What I say, at the hot. Every club would have made it. He's been to 2 Champions League finals. He won 1. Waji League back. He was able to amass over 90 points in the league. Still couldn't win it. That hasn't been done in Liverpool's history before. He did that. He won the FA Cup. He's won the Carling Cup. That's every trophy available to him we win it. I think apart from the Europa League.
Yeah.
Europa League and your trophy pair were competing in a one.
He's won 1 Premier League title.
Yes.
1 FA Cup. EFL Cup
League Cup. No.
So, yes, we win okay, we win
twice.
2021 and they were winning na Siano.
Yes.
Community Shield so nyabako. UEFA Champions League onyabako and finish it as runners up on 2 occasions. 2 occasions as runner up. And UEFA Super Cup.
Aha.
Or UEFA Super Cup. Or the FIFA Club World Cup bako. And Europa League so. And then I went to Manjina.
Europa League na wanje. And the okay kind trophies are wajia. Waji almost 9, about 8 or so trophies. So if you are striking the average, that's about a trophy every season on the average, or just about a trophy every season on the average. I don't see how anybody can analyze this and tell me, say, Klopp has been a failure. Every trophy available to him within the tenure at the club, with the exception of the Europa League. And I think he went as far as the semi-final or so. So how would you say he has failed?
You are Europa League, you know?
Yes.
Or do finals? On Sevilla, the first season. On
yes, on Sevilla.
So almost 2, and I Sevilla better 3.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. As a Sevilla share Europa League, a disgrace.
That was the beginning of Sevilla in the dominance
in the Europa League. Some of the Europa League they are more there.
Yeah.
Almost strategy free Dani Alves Momreso.
I remember that game very, very well.
Dani Alves Momreso. So you could say he's been to the final of every competition that he has played in. Even though league you know crap, what make I say here now unbeaten, or lose just one game. No? You could even say so no crap a final. Say a Kikan league in terms of knockout games format. You could even go as well as say you can even consider that as a final. So technically speaking, in every competition that he's played in, he's either won it or been to the final in the space of 9 years. And in doing so, no, he has upgraded the team he came to meet. At one point, they were playing one of the best football in Europe. At one point, they were playing one of the best football in Europe. So the team he came to inherit, you know, is better than the team he'll be leaving behind for onslaught to come and inherit.
Sure.
That for me is massive progress, massive improvement. And this was all happening whilst he was competing with a certain Pep Guardiola. Very difficult team to beat. It would be me personally, whether Klopp had been a failure or a successor, I would say Klopp's time at Liverpool has been successful. Others may disagree, others may differ, because what we need just one trophy, just one Premier League, but I think he's been a success. And Rana, I'm for say other leagues now by a Premier League. The reason being that Premier League, and no pen as there's something at stake.
Yeah. Other leagues,
all the other leagues, all the other leagues, so there is nothing much this weekend. Barcelona is going to play. What will be the significance of their game today? Is it going to have any effect on the title? No, the title is far gone. And they just say you compare other clubs now, but because it's the business time of the season and the chase, no.
Bundesliga, what is there to talk about?
Bundesliga, there's some
done and dusted.
3-4 weeks ago. French league, the same.
The same. It is done and all the other leagues are done.
All the major European leagues are almost done and dusted. And the Premier League, and it's here for Matomo Fanche, especially the lovers of the La Liga. And you say the Jamo is in Quaye. You say Jamo is in Quaye. The Abba, into Bamcho, Mofanche. With the Premier League, you know, the key games that will happen today will be the Spurs Brentford game, the City West Ham game, the Arsenal Everton game, and then maybe we go as far as
Brentford tough.
Liverpool, Arsenal and Everton.
And also will be in Brentford game this year.
I think Spurs.
No, Spurs are playing Sheffield.
Was it Newcastle?
Newcastle are playing Brentford.
Yeah, Newcastle is playing Brentford. Yes.
Yeah.
Newcastle is playing Brentford. I think those are the games that will have an impact on who wins the league and who is able to secure European qualification in the top 4. Like Yeka and Drano, I feel I don't think there will be a lot of changes in the fortunes of the clubs in the league. I think the top 4 slot will still be for Man City, Arsenal.
Oh, and they say it's settled already.
Aston Villa.
It's settled. Yeah.
There is the Spurs, Chelsea, Newcastle, and 3 teams fighting for two slots.
Yeah.
I think that is where the issue will come in, and I feel Chelsea will win. But as to whether Spurs will drop points, it's another thing altogether. Spurs have a quote unquote easy fixture against Sheffield United, even though they are going away. So I think Spurs will win, and then Chelsea will also win but unfortunately, it won't have any effect on a. On the title race, among folk, and there. As a focus, now share City ni West Ham no.
Say Omono will win a title no.
Now West Ham could still get the result, and Arsenal will do their thing against Everton.
Of all the places in the world, I don't expect West Ham to go to Etihad and even pinch City. With all that City will do, and I'm sure they will create an atmosphere. West Ham players Nankasakwa, Ogona, if anything, Zuma. Oh,
I know they are City are overwhelmed favorites. But because in the unlikeliest of events,
yes, a part of you.
Kudus. Na Kudus on one about West Ham.
Say Kudus in BB.
Obey BB. Na Kudus share 2. That's the City share 5. You can cry anything. Kudus what to me share go.
And West Ham will still lose.
Kudus what to me share go. West Ham will still lose. Na me maybe I remember on in the unlikeliest of event at West Ham to me in the unlikeliest of event at West Ham to me I hold City no. Can you trust Arsenal to finish the business with the temperament of Marshall in the last couple of seasons? And now this is in the as they've overcome that hoodoo.
It happened to
at the right time.
United the year that Blackburn won the title.
Yes.
United were playing West Ham.
Yes.
All United needed to do was win. Blackburn were playing Liverpool. Liverpool beat Blackburn.
Yes.
But United couldn't win against West Ham, so Blackburn won the title.
West Ham, I'm tired of Adam. West
Ham team.
But the difference was I don't know West Ham able home against United.
Yeah.
Now West Ham able home against United, and now Liverpool so able home.
West Ham team were
Akumani more. And the
Ogona near you say about say.
Zuma. Zuma. The
Bessian
so your review say there will not be any changes.
Any result apart from a City win will be a miracle.
But do you see a miracle happening?
No, I don't see it happening. I see West Ham United being beaten by 3 goals
straight. I think that's going to be that is the most likeliest of outcomes.
Which game will people watch more? That or the Arsenal game?
I think the City game.
It's a helicopter never coin.
Helicopter, I said, no, I'm helicopter. Scotland, I'm helicopter.
And to where you title we see.
Yeah, title we could see hard. But usually in the Premier League, usually they have to the main one, no, because it's hard. No more the another one, a
replica now.
Arsenal.
A replica crashes at the end.
I say you are not going to the final game. On top.
Replica credit brought they don't even think that you can win it.
The team that is going into the game on top, into what would they trainer in the unlikeliest of events on to me winning? They will be with you, but then just in case, say BBC, bro. But I wish for once, can be Scottish or Scotland for where the helicopter will be flying between Parkhead and Glasgow, Ibrox.
It's London and Manchester.
Yes.
But you ain't say full title in baby echo. You ain't say full.
Oh, that
yeah, blockbuster Hollywood way. Hollywood.
I don't know.
What the answer Hollywood? Who was ever to cry? Quaye to Ducori was a Ducori. What question asked them when I said I saw Jibu.
And American.
As I am say a fool.
And American. Son of focus Manchester no. You be one Arsenal koyo omunyamani bi ewo.
Ya small say lose to Aston Villa o. Enti you be say fool on betan look up the blockbuster na ye twa no Hollywood for na all or nothing. David.
Ebe we na agokim.
David.
With their all or nothing documentary no crampo. Say ni nyina helicopter ni nyina be ma de na aye come because don't forget Premier League no enya ball no nko an na omudi promote league no. O say the side issues no so count. So I don't think it will be a bad idea. I think it's something that the Premier League can adopt from the Scottish Football League. So I think that will be that for the title in England. But on the fight between Tyson Fury and
Usyk,
Alexander Usyk, I think there's a lot at stake for this title fight. Beyond the money and the bragging rights, there's also the title for the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. The last time we had this was 25 years ago.
Undisputed?
Yes.
And who was that?
Lennox Lewis.
British boxer. Black British boxer.
Yes.
Thick tall. Lennox Lewis.
Dread was a Rasta.
Yes. Undisputed.
He did that. He was the last one 25 years ago after he defeated Evander Holyfield.
Okay.
I think in 1999 or so. That was the last time the heavyweight division had an undisputed title to have all the 4 belts. So I think that is what will make this fight a very interesting one. They have similar records. None of them has been undefeated.
Okay, so they say that will be the first undisputed heavyweight champion bout since 1999.
Yes, since 1999. That was 25 years ago. After Evander Holyfield and Lennox Lewis fighting. So there's a lot at stake. I'm sure that they all want to enter into the history books.
No, say boxing big bouts be here because Saudi Arabia.
So on a scanner war.
No, you better big.
On a scanner war, and the purse too is big. And beyond that, once the Saudi Arabians, they are trying to create a sporting legacy for themselves. They have an ambition of hosting the World Cup.
I've heard that the amount of money Saudi had to pay for this bout to come there.
Yes.
They
pay crazy money.
Yeah.
They've been paying crazy money
for this bout to just come to Saudi Arabia and almost say super.
They've been paying crazy money for Anthony Joshua since Anthony Joshua time. And to me, I say from now going to the World Cup, a lot of the bouts will be going there. They are trying to create a legacy, sporting legacy, so that almost be for the World Cup now. They can use it to make a
but case. But so Ghana ni be undercard.
Yeah, Ghana
Joshua Oluwaseun Wahab.
So Ghana, Nigeria. Ghana.
Yeah.
I went to Ghana for about a decade or so.
Only Mark Chamberlain and Ebeko sa undercard.
Yeah, the British guy.
Joshua Oluwaseun Wahab. Yes. I saw pictures of Anthony Joshua visiting him.
The
gym.
Yeah. Yes. So I know Ghana. I'll come to that after the Fury fights. For the fight, I think a lot of people will have Fury as favorite. But the mechanism say, if you are going to see the Fury in the last 10 years or so, then I think you go in with the big shots. But say you Fury in the fight, the last fight against Francis Ngannou of Cameroon now. And then Fury will be in for a real shock. Because in his last fight, the performance wasn't impressive at all. He had to come back from a third round knockout to even come to make a case for himself. If he comes up with a very similar performance, then Usyk will just knock him out. He wouldn't even travel the full 12 rounds. A lot of people.
So when you say Anthony Joshua say he wants the winner of this bout.
Joshua they are kasa me
or say the will win bout on here and I confess you.
Joshua no kasa.
Usyk about twice the dada. It doesn't look like he can defeat Fury. And in compare the baby internal.
Tyson no, I say Tyson. Anthony Joshua no. Me shana hunu sa o.
E be so a dada boxer.
Beyond that, no crowd, no, as a kasa no doors saying boxing and kasa. It's okay. It's an okay boxer. It's not that great of a boxer. Man for year. No, as a player, no doors one more than a boxing.
Tyson Fury starts going into this bout or 35 years of age. Wako 35 fights. We winning more 34 and about coupe aye draw. 0 knockouts at the moment.
Tyson Fury?
Yeah.
No, Fury had 24 KOs.
Okay.
Yeah, 20, see, you have 24.
Yeah.
The record here, 34,
sorry,
34-01, 24. Yes. 24. So he had 34 fights, 0 defeats, 1 draw, 24 KOs. And Usyk has...
Usyk is 37 years of age.
37.
Okay.
Usyk has...
21 times.
Oh, where is it? Yes, Usyk has 21 times, no defeats with 14 KOs. Yes, that's Usyk record going into the bout. 14 technical knockouts from 25 fights with no defeat. So like I was saying, if we see the fury we've seen over the last 10 years now, this should be an okay fight for him to win. But if you're going to see the last performance against Francis now, it will be difficult because Usyk my shadow from time now winning gold at the 2012 Olympic Games in London. I've been following him since then, and dominated 200-pound category weight class for well over 4 years, between 2016 to 2019. It was untouchable. Obia Antonis Hansen until he made it to the professional one maintaining this impressive records of 21 fights without a defeat. And see, he will be coming into the game a slight underdog for me. But I think with Tyson boxing abilities, a lot of people don't give Tyson the credit. People feel because he's just huge and tough, that is why he's able to dominate the division. But I think if you're talking about one of the technical boxers in the heavyweight division, I think Tyson Fury comes very close to being the top, if not the best. If you're talking about technical boxers, and bronze bomber power punch in the you bala box. I'm just counting on one heavy punch. No, I'm talking about proper boxing, being able to shuffle your feet, your footworks, when to jab and all that. I feel Tyson Fury, it's a little bit underrated if you watch his fight carefully. So yes, I have Tyson going into the game as slight favorite. Over the years, heavyweights, people are saying the heavyweight of old, Tyson, Mike Tyson, money, Holyfield, money, Lennox Lewis, Fraser Mo era, more as a ding, send this time around. And then I acquire more about promotion and PR and talk. What's the first so who feel we are champion now? Or now we have a fight. Come and show your worth in the ring. As I say, a lot of the talk goes on social media. A lot of the talk goes on Twitter, Facebook, here and there. But we don't get to see the so-called big boxers in the division in the ring. So the more we see such bouts, the more credit is brought back to the heavyweight division. So yes, in the game tonight, I will have tomorrow. I will have Tyson as a favorite going into the bout, Mutala.
Okay, Alfred Hansen out in the corner 0506367196 for messages making kind area. Good morning, Josiah Quaye.
Mutala Yakubu.
Yeah.
Apumze.
Me not John.
When was the last time you watched a boxing bout? Boxing bout when
live.
Yeah, live.
Say me.
Yeah, I'll tell you 3 a.m., 4 a.m. I will share boxing bout.
I think recently me share back.
Yeah,
there one. Now is it? Navarrete, Emmanuel, Akoyo Bo, Dubi, about the I was watching, me call ESPN.
That was the last.
Yeah, that was the last bout I me share.
Okay.
Who's the time I almost no? That I do 2 a.m.
So it's still them daily Riyadh in Riyadh. Because we share undercard fights a war now. And no time a best chance. One shake a
bro 5.
Now, what anyway, Joshua Diana was it? It entered the morning.
Yeah. From what I am seeing, you say undercards could be starting around 10 p.m.
And America because I say Riyadh so because we share undercard na Wahana. Let me see about So preliminary card no. 3 bouts featherweight bako Isaac Lone Hasbullah ne Amadi. Cruiserweight David Inyika and Michael Sates. Na heavyweight prelim bako and Moses Itauma and Ija Mezentsev was then. Then main card pay-per-view undercard honum na Yenipan one. That's Joshua Oluwaseun Wahab on a Mac. We almost the lightweight, the Oko cruiserweight. There's another fight, and we are 10. And they are 10 rounds too. Nyame can 10 rounds. Then there are 4 12-round bouts over there. Heavyweight bako, cruiserweight bako. Okay, so the Tyson Fury that would cap that one. The main event no. Into Osha Tyson Fury new again. That's a 12-round heavyweight bout. Was it 1 a.m. 1 a.m. Yes. That could shift to 2. So 2 and Shana, yeah, 3:34. Asem. And but it's already been dubbed the fight of the century. The bout between Usyk and Fury. And we share 2 boxes now. Mutala, it looks like they are completely different boxes. We share the way almost stance, no. One is orthodox, the other is southpaw. We share height, back here 6'9", back here 6'3". In Tianon, so there's a clear difference. Reach, because Bako 6'9" there, obviously he has a longer reach than Bako here 6'3". Southpaw, the orthodox, in doing say direct opposite stance, no. Yeah. So going into this bout, no. Mutala, it's very interesting. But you see, one thing we shouldn't take away from Usyk is that the Biofino, they have a long lineage of great boxers. Oshe Biofina, Ukraine, Russia, Soviet Union for them. They've really produced some very, very good boxers. They combine technique with power. And Hansen had it right when he said, Oshe boxing in recent times, heavyweight to be precise now, one of the most technically gifted boxers, Fury. He's very technical and tactical in boxing. Into share sa oni Deontay Wilder omo challenge ni nana. He was smart, and the smartness ne mano. Especially the third, the Wilder Fury trainer, because he was knocked down, but he was able to what? To come back and win via kind of technical knockout. Into share 2 boxers now, it looks like they all have their strength and weaknesses. You wouldn't say Fury has the height, 6'3" here for a heavyweight boxer going head to head or pound for pound against a 6'9". You would say Fury will have the advantage. But Michelle Usyk fight against Joshua, and that was why I felt at some point I didn't really believe Joshua is one of the best boxers we've seen in recent times, because Joshua is more like a Wilder, but he even lacks stamina, and that is one of Fury's strength. Stamina. That's why Fury can go the distance with any boxer. When he has to knock you down, he finds the perfect opportunity to knock you down. And that was one thing Joshua lacked. Until shape on Fury, on Usyk bout some two ni nana. The guy proved or stamina in Joshua. The guy has proven to be someone who has the stamina, and he can knock you down and also take you to that distance if need be. So no beko. So this fight wouldn't just be about the pound for pound, because the ring, Usyk is the second best pound for pound boxer in the heavyweight division. So yes, there will be some good exchanges. But Mutala, it's about how both boxers approach the bout. The 2 boxers, how will they approach the bout? Fury is not the kind of fighter who will start the bout with so much fire. He doesn't start his bout with so much he just goes straight. Now no. He will monitor you. He will read your game. Intuition Fury, that's why the fight almost more than half of the bouts, no, has ended in knockout victories for him, no.
Yeah.
He's not a boxer. You start here no call. Hey, wa. To say Deontay Wilder, Modiana within first way, not in Namo, so only stamina na went to need, you know, when Shadan Yedia. O Jocelyn Shadan Yedia na you break you know. Your cheekbone and you see, and that's why I believe this fight will be, because in the ring you feel like a mismatch. Looking at the height and the physique of Fury, you think that is a mismatch, but don't underrate Alexander Usyk. The guy was in the cruiserweight. Then he took up the challenge, built his muscles, came to the heavyweight, and already he's dominating. So it's funny when you tell me, say, Anthony Joshua says he's waiting for the win of this bout. Or Quaye.
I also can win.
Or the Quaye, the debut, or the Quaye. You see, Joshua wasn't really smart.
He said he's learnt a lot from.
Debbie. He wasn't, because now Usyk Abu twice.
I also watch
the only Nanka fight and Anka ebet me I better than this fight. I this Kabeba Joshua Fury.
Yeah. But that fight, no Fury see Joshua.
No, after Joshua all good animals against Usyk, no. Fury feels say you've lost already. Why should I even come and fight you?
Also your man a chance.
No, he's lost. But that's why see, you know.
Maybe Fury bo Wilder.
Yeah.
Obono. Yeah. Obono 2 draw back.
Okay, Omuko 2 times.
3. Obono 2 and Omo draw back.
Obono 2 no draw back.
Yes.
Omuko 3 times.
They fought 3 times. Obono inti say Wilder won't go and say somewhere and say he's waiting for the winner of Usyk, because Wilder knows say Usyk China. Obemobo.
Na say Wilder and Kasampo.
They now we go no as a trilogy no we lose 2 ma.
I don't know, but for some funny reason I have this feeling that Anthony Joshua cannot beat any of the two. No. The class, no. These are currently. That's why they are making more money. They say this fighters way. You see, if Joshua had kept a clean slate without losing to that Usyk, and the Usyk first one can use Kobe. You no more first one. Menko. It's okay for a boxer to lose, but to lose twice to the same opponent, Mutala, only way there's only shaker. And no, I say, oh yeah, they will be to my
baby, Mabu first, I'll see there be, and baby, I queen and yet. Yes, baby, I queen, and I say, oh, maybe the conditions were favorable, or it was a bad day. What are the chances that you have 2 bad days in a row? So at this point, Joshua is not even in the equation. And you see, what makes this bout even more interesting is that whoever wins is now the king, because it's an undisputed bout. Whoever wins, Mutala, could go down as one of the best in the history of heavyweight boxing. WBC, WBA, IBF, WBO. In 25 years, he is undisputed champion.
Since 1999.
Yes. So that should tell you the magnitude of the. And you are asking why the Saudis will pay money for this thing. Now it's not Las Vegas, AMGM.
I say maybe I call Saudi bout.
Come on now.
Even tennis, golf.
Leave championship.
Yeah.
We are taking everything there.
No, they are trying to build a sport.
They are trying to make you understand. Say sports.
So I'm also sure with TV swing. Somebody break. Call for no.
WrestleMania.
Yeah.
They've taken almost every major sport. Now that even the golfers, the world best golfers, they are signing huge contracts.
Yeah.
With Live Golf.
Recently, the Spanish golfer, he's the second wealthiest or the highest paid. Garcia. Not Garcia. Only Cristiano Ronaldo, and he has signed a deal with Live Golf. And the amount of money they give him like 100 million.
Roy McIlroy signed.
Yeah, Roy.
Scotty Scheffler signed. Oh no, the huge, the big boys are.
And then somebody.
No, there was no big. Now you have about $500 million. For a tournament, over $75 million.
Formula 1
is that they have the Saudi GP.
And our GPA.
What's it?
MotoGP.
No, MotoGP, they have the Saudi GP for all these states. The Saudi GP has won the Formula 1 calendar.
Saudi Grand Prix.
Long time ago.
It just started with the football.
No, it's not. No, but even the football is the latest. I think boxing is the latest for them to have. They were doing these things low key, and people didn't really realize it.
They are building a sporting legacy.
Since we were doing a calendar year, no, who was Saudi? You enjoy every single sporting discipline at the highest level.
All year round.
At the highest level. Now, Spanish Super Cup,
they are even creating artificial snow to host a
skiing, ice hockey,
skiing, ice hockey competitions. I can't NFL basketball ever call.
Oh, they'll definitely take basketball and look at indoor games. They essentially anything.
Any NFL,
they'll take it there. But so the Usyk Fury fight, you know, but it's very difficult to call.
So far,
See,
about
no, two boxers. No, in America, the Usyk guy, he fights with fire in his eyes. If you watch the guy fight, now when we way that, sparring that, when we say, me say baby a boy, if you know where he's coming from, they have a long lineage of like very, very great boxers.
The coach say the biggest attribute in the mind. And
he has a tough mentality. No, but how many people bet against Ukrainians as boxers?
Like he's saying, that those Eastern Europeans, you know,
Ukraine, come on,
Czech, Poland,
Russia. No.
Their mentality is different, though.
And he's coming up against a gypsy. Obviously, you look at him, you feel. You see, that's one thing about Fury. Fury, no, don't underestimate what Fury can do. When he stands, you think that he's someone you can take down easily. But he's one of the boxers that before I've knocking it down, they're heading.
No, Usyk.
No, I'm talking about Tyson Fury.
Yeah. Also, Fury is not the body now.
People think
he's not fit.
He's not fit.
Yes.
You understand? You underestimate him. You think that Fury is not a fit guy. I'm telling you, don't underestimate. It's because it's at this point. I knew when Usyk was going to fight Joshua, Usyk was going to win. Because when you watch Usyk, Joshua is not that tactical. Joshua, after 5-6 rounds, Mutala, if you are trying to win the round and you are not trying to knock him down, you always win him. If you go the distance with him. Against Klitschko, Klitschko was winning round by round. And old Klitschko was winning round by round until he felt that no, if I don't knock him down, then I'll end up with losing the fight. So with these two fighters, they have the stamina, they have the technique, they have the power, but they have everything. It's America. I don't know. Me own your bookmakers in Impoka. I don't know what the bookmakers are saying currently, and I don't know if they feel Fury is favorite to win this one. Maybe he could, but not. It could be a 55-45 margin. It will be a very slim margin, you know. A bare 55-45 and a 60-40 be hold on. And said that yeah by landslide be. And that's how KG this bout is. And you can imagine the money they are making from this bout. Go and check Sika who make it pay-per-view. They are making from this bout. In Ganu Krako Bekum Bako say we jaiwe, you can say MMA. Ojina ho ba kwa ye board na board ba ko ne job ba
Ganu dey say so my who says canteen oba.
They be odunpo who say
wa be ko ba ko mienu pels we jai MMA.
Okun MMA no ska onya no boxing ba
no, the risk involved in MMA. The stress involved. Muta dey ko je onyam bo o job ba ko ne to form.
Olusu kra no we nya $30 million.
Me say ko jina onyam bo ba ko. And ye be about we na ska two boxers we page because I'm sure say the pairs will definitely go.
Na nipa me ne we be sikwa we ase McGregor.
Kono. Omukra be ko boxing bi. But there's money in this deal. And because I'm sure that the pairs could be split maybe 60-40 and BB in favor of Fury. I'm very, very sure. Say he will get a larger share of the pairs. But still, the money these two boxers will walk away with, even if you end up on the losing side, Mutala is crazy money. This is crazy money. So unfortunately for me, I just can't call. Seriously, I just don't know how to.
Tight one. Personally, 70-30.
70-30.
Fury.
Wow.
So Fury benya 70.
70-30. I got that stress with this car. 70-30.
And that could amount to Fury percentage could amount to about $150 million.
Could this be the greatest?
This is the biggest fight ever.
Biggest heavyweight bouts like.
No, but heavyweight bouts are the bouts.
In
heavyweight bouts,
isn't it?
What
Since 2000, ABC and
could this go maybe if you factor inflation, Nadia, but this could be the biggest. Like
no,
in terms of
and yeah, in terms of the money, I'm talking about
viewership,
hype. No, the two boxers involved. No,
Mutala, it could be
because I'm looking at Mayweather Pacquiao.
Mayweather Pacquiao wasn't heavyweight.
No, it wasn't heavyweight.
Yeah, it wasn't heavyweight. I'm talking about the noise, the publicity.
Because Mayweather Pacquiao was.
Mayweather Pacquiao, I think the fight happened 5 years too late.
When they were both in their prime. Yeah, they were. What's that? Heavyweight bosses, no. When on.
I quoted La Hoya Crampo, a heavier than.
Now, say Mayweather Pacquiao, who's a new postpone this?
Because Joshua. I just said Joshua the Fury. Yet,
Joshua Fury wants to fight Joshua. That is not ready.
Not Mayweather Shuru. And your chairman,
the guy went past his prime before and was the NM bout of the century.
Okay.
Because sometimes the back got past the prime panel. A man when they were even forcing the Klitschko brothers to fight. No, but at that point it was going to be huge because they felt like two brothers are being in the ring. But then later. Nothing happened.
Was the boxing
so it's the timing. Sometimes we not wake up. That's why now Joshua is not that relevant because after all,
no,
but Joshua is not relevant. No, Joshua is not relevant now. No. Yeah, he's not relevant.
Hey, Josiah.
Joshua is not. No, that's the truth. I'm not saying he's not a good boxer.
No, in the context of heavyweight shout,
he's not relevant now.
You think Anthony Joshua?
And when did you start heavyweight boxing? Ask yourself. The guy just left everything in the cruiserweight.
I am a big Anthony Joshua fan, but after that Ruiz bout,
Ruiz abo, Usyk abo twice, 3. A boxer who was boasting, say, or you're undefeated. Then in a span of 4 years, near about 3 times. Where did I say I take powers records? Where did I take powers records? No, now he's not that relevant, and I'm not sure that Joshua and the Bill Wiswa will be talking about such huge numbers in terms of returns.
But do you think any of them would give Joshua a fight after this?
None. Fury won't. Usyk won't. No. Fury enye. Usyk so enye.
I have a feeling Fury might want to beat Joshua just to shut Joshua up forever. No, because Joshua has been talking about the fact that
because he wants to stay in the picture.
British boxer and all that.
Greatest then.
He wants to stay in the
greatest then Joshua. Greatest British boxer.
Of all time.
Eubanks money.
She mostly was British.
No, mostly is American.
He's American, right?
Eubank, Frank Bruno, Lennox Lewis more. Greatest then.
Bakubo, I am refiniding. Now they be a bonana soon ringside. Oh, he's white. He's one of the popular British boxers in recent times. Or be refiniding. Is it Murray or something?
Actually, you have two American pie. See, we need ya. But it's tough. I just don't know which
so you can't predict.
I honestly, my share 2 boxes. This is
the first time
I can't.
You are unable to predict something.
I'm telling you because Edding, seriously, it's very difficult because that Usyk boy, Charlie, boy, he's a fighter. He's really a fighter. And Owakuma, Swaja Owakuma pa. Because for this bout it's and I'm sure even if you are an investor and you are thinking about where to place your money. You could sit down for a long time. If not, say you are being emotional about the whole thing. Say you.
But meaning the sheikhs now. It was Saudi Arabia now. Meaning say no me try bet, me try counter bet. Ocha.
Now you know when Ocha. No, say 1.7 need 2.1.
And I'm so Ocha Fury. 20,000.
No, we try 30,000.
Ocha Usyk. Evia. Ocha is.
No, we are so guitar.
5,000.
Usyk no guitar. Tiare mo Usyk show buto be. No, we do
no, say that.
No, Usyk show buto.
What I'll say, bet my pie drop.
Because I'm easily. No, easily.
Yeah, this.
That bounce say no. Easily, you bet your pine.
Maybe for businesses.
Oh, nipa na mpesa be kind in here Ricky Hatton.
Ricky.
Yeah, boni bi ana nigirisu.
Ricky Hatton, it was also a decent boxer.
Yeah.
It was not hype, no draw.
No,
until Mayweather shot him out.
But American has been good.
American was good.
American was also
American was good. I don't know, he just had a good chin. I know, not knocked down anything, but at some point, he go ahead of himself. And among Olympics, they were good though. I'm a professional. Tony Bello from Liverpool. They had.
No, we've not really seen. They've had some decent boxers.
They've got good boxers.
Down. If you go down history, they've not had the creme de la creme when we talk.
Yes.
They've not had the creme de la creme. Maybe a site be say Bleacher. Bleacher said the greatest British boxer ever is John Jack Broughton. But he made mention of Ted Kid Lewis, Bob Fitzsimmons. Then there's Joe Galzagi. Then
he's a Welsh.
Lennox Lewis.
The UK.
Lennox Lewis is fit on the this thing ladder. Then there's Randolph Tepin as well. Ken Buchanan and so Hobby. Then Chris Eubanks.
Yeah. No, those are fighters.
Also there. Nigel Benn. Yeah.
Nigel Benn
then they have Ricky Hatton on number 10. They have Barry McGuigan. Yeah, and also Hobby. Then they have Lloyd Honeygan. I don't know him. Then there's this Nassem Hamid. And so
yeah, I know. I don't know Prince no.
Yeah, he's a dancer. Yeah. Toby Farr and so Ekahobi. James Fick.
I think it's
and so Howard Winston also in there. There's Henry Cooper as well. Frank Bruno and so Ekahon. John Conte. Then there's Duke Mackenzie. The greatest 20 British boxers of all time. And this was done in 2011. Updating my. So I'm sure now the Tyson Fury.
Tyson Fury will be with
and why?
First 10.
5
minutes.
Just 5 minutes.
Yeah.
It's not about the ambassador. How will this one go?
It's not about Barcelona. It's a big one. Now Tyson Fury and Alexander Usyk, we undisputed heavyweight championship.
Round mama na. Me we are Masako Josiah. Premier League deadline day. Now on Friday the
Mate. Me that say Unim says now we see about UK fighters no. Lennox Lewis somewhere 1999 and Onobe the undisputed heavyweight champion. Now Osha yentumi nya this undisputed heavyweight champion until say this weekend we Usyk and Fury at the bed see I can see Saudi Arabia undercards no a lot of exciting bout koso Opetea and Breadis and so rematch no the koso the cruiser weight and our face so Nigerian boxer on also Obezi Ghana Ahasi Joshua Oluwaseun Wahab on Mark Chamberlain and so fighting for the WBO silver lightweight and also yeni edi say we are wishing Joshua Oluwaseun Wahab all the best on Mark Chamberlain kwakusha fight no a small fight because Mark Chamberlain, the UK boxer, no, or you're undefeated. Into him say Joshua Oluwaseun and any team. Ernest Ofori and our face so Bernard and our face so Charles Corte boxing gymnasium Uran could do her support Joshua Oluwaseun another big one. I know and Tyson Fury and our face so Usyk. Mutala fight is going to be a chess game. Him say Usyk has a very great footwork and are very fast. Tyson Fury has the size, has the reach, and he has the heart for that kind of mind game when we get into the ring. Fight is going to be a very, very, very interesting bout because Usyk is not going to stand there for Fury to do what? To do what he does best in the ring. So as Tyson Fury too is going to show the world, say, one of the UK boxers he's going to top it in the top 5. Anthony Joshua went in there with Usyk, and I went to me and save the name of UK. Tyson Fury is gonna stand in the ring and share the ring with Usyk. Now, on also so I so bet me at him now what take UK enim ewo. And to Mutala is gonna be an interesting bout between these two heavyweight championship. That is Tyson Fury and Usyk. The Besino, Yabema
win this about no.
Mutala is very, very difficult.
I don't know about to be a team predict.
It's very, very difficult because
is very, very difficult. Be a team predict about where you
that tells you the kind of bout ever cost so it was Saudi Arabia because Mutala Usyk actually say he can do it because he went into the ring with Anthony Joshua and Obono 2 times. What you say? Tyson Fury so Mayati say. When he steps in the ring with anybody, he has a way of winning. He has started the ring with Deontay Wilder. And when you talk about heavyweight boxers, power, Deontay Wilder will be on your list. But Tyson Fury was able to do what? Wipe the floor with Deontay Wilder. So it tells you when you are winning, it tells you, say, you know what? It's going to be a big fight. Obviously, Tyson Fury will be the favorite. But never underestimate Usyk. That is where Emma fights are very interesting. Obiampo and to me predicting who is gonna win that bout.
Before I come in, a quick one. Right. Why is it that they say all the big bouts are going to Saudi Arabia? So has there Las Vegas, MGN Grand Arena. They say the BBI Riyadh.
Obviously, Mutala is just simple. That is where the money is.
Okay.
What you say? Saudi. And with their money, their oil money, that is where Sikanowo. Even when you come to air football, Oba Air Manchester City, those owning the club,
Arabs.
Thank you. So what you say? The other clubs are those who own the club. Arab, and they have the money. And Mutala boxing is so Ediscan boxing Sika wom papa. It is a unya air promoter and I say promotions we are on bet me Edisika Ashema. Obviously. They'll pull all the crowds to where their nation is.
Okay, so now, send me catch on 2024, an update of 5 minutes ago, and we almost say the top 10 greatest British boxers of all time.
Okay.
Joe Galzaki na mobody dino. On number 1. Then they have Ken Buchanan as number 2, Lennox Lewis number 3, Ricky Hatton is number 4. Barry McGuigan number 5, Tyson Fury is number 6, John Conte is number 7, Lloyd Honningham is number 8, Jimmy Wilder number 9, and Carl Froch number 10. Anyway, I say Josiah, family Premier League deadline day on Sunday. Are we going to have any twist? Because yes, Thomas Partey and now on Kudus Mohammed be 10 hours on phone, giving him tips of what to do against a team from Manchester City. Who would crumple on the final day?
Can I ask you a question?
Oh, you can.
How many people within the Madrid club, how many people had to put their skill, minds and everything together to stop City?
Even that one ended in a draw.
So I don't think Kudus alone can stand what City are preparing. And unfortunately, to his other Etihad. Inter America said maybe this could be one of the most, I don't know, one of the dullest we are in the history of final day. It's just going to be too dull. We saw Liverpool a couple of seasons ago, not Liverpool, Chelsea, and Liverpool were playing Wolves. City were playing Villa. If you remember, Villa share City 2.
Yeah.
And we are now going 3-2.
3-2.
Now
Liverpool share
3-1 Wolves and City therefore come in with about 11 minutes to go, and it was one of the best final day in PL history.
As a final day, drama and shed and
because we've seen the relegated teams.
Oh, but there's still
what?
So look at
the goal difference.
Goal difference not there.
It's looks we need to 8 and not 10.
Yeah.
And they hope say the other team will lose by 3. Nottingham will lose by 3 or 4.
Nottingham so Burnley never.
Why?
Another relegated side.
Luton cannot score 8. It make us for the first time in a very long time. The final day in the Premier League doesn't look that exciting.
But what about the place for the
now Champions League places has been
no, make can't fit place Tottenham Hotspur.
Tottenham and Chelsea. What's the point difference?
3. Tottenham are playing.
What's the goal difference?
Goal difference near 71 goals scored by.
Tottenham. No, I'm talking about the difference itself.
Okay. So 71-75. Hey, but Chelsea conceded 62. It's not that much.
Oh, it should be that much.
It's not that much.
Spurs have got more than 15.
The goal difference is plus 13.
Plus 13.
And
yeah.
plus.
Yeah. Okay. Plus 13.
Chelsea has plus 13. Spurs has plus 10.
Plus 10.
So goal difference of 3.
Yeah.
So Chelsea was superior record.
Yes.
But then points in there 3 points.
Yeah, 3 points.
And they are playing Sheffield.
Yeah, Sheffield.
Already relegated Sheffield.
So Spurs can lose Sheffield.
Spurs.
You see, all they need is a point from that game.
No, they need just a point from that.
They need just a point from that. It's America say, Osha, City, Liverpool, City, Arsenal, Liverpool, Villa, Omoko. So say the other place to more Europa, and also Spurs only need a point against an already relegated Sheffield, and also not much talking point. Chelsea, now you look at the sixth place
playing Bournemouth.
But Newcastle, there's a fight between Newcastle and Chelsea for the Europa.
Unless Chelsea lose.
Isn't the same point? 3 point difference.
Newcastle have 57 points.
Chelsea was 60. Chelsea still need a draw to cement that position.
Yeah. So Newcastle is still in the conversation. So the
but the point 2 is Newcastle goal difference here.
Newcastle have plus 21. Chelsea
if you're superior, more superior, and Chelsea are playing against
Bournemouth.
Away, Vitality.
Home. Stamford Bridge.
Because as in silly Libya, like silly Libya. It's only the title race, and you account once.
United have forgotten about that.
No, they should. They should forget. Maybe they should rather put these eggs in the Europa basket. They should put the eggs in the Europa basket, not this one.
No,
the FA Cup basket. And yet when they also dream.
I don't think the position of Newcastle,
because they are also 3 points below Newcastle with the negative. Newcastle good defense now. A super inferior. By next 3 they plus 21. So it looks like everything has been decided. Yes, we want to go into the final day not knowing who the real winner would be. Because at this point, City need to win.
But we still don't know who the real winner would be.
No, but at this point, with 2 points ahead.
That's 1 point difference there.
Hansen 2 points difference. 2 points different.
Hansen see him helicopter ni emrana.
When he can hear the better we.
Arsenal for betia.
E do mo mutia na yakwa na maso dia na nia ka no park ya no mu ntwe mu o mo dey view. Because at this point, no, at this point, see, it's
because everything are safe.
So see, they were at par with the same point. That's why in that year, was it 2012 or 2011? 2012 season. City. No, it wasn't Pellegrini also. Mancini. It was Mancini. Yes, Aguero. And no, it was the same point.
Yeah.
Going to the final, they had the same point.
Goal difference.
And where they no City were drawing. They were even losing. As at the 90th or the 88th minute or something. It's at that point, you know, they felt like, oh, Sebo lose, why should we waste time? And I was there, almost someone chanting Yamaye.
Yeah.
And yeah, let us fly because it was final day.
Tomoko Sunderland.
No mutu alcohol. Now we must lead it 2-0.
Yeah.
It's no mutu. And it was one of the most iconic final days we've witnessed.
Yes, it is the most iconic.
No, it is to date
in the Premier League.
In the Premier League, it's the most. And unfortunately for Manchester United, they were at the receiving end. Unfortunately for them, no, they didn't make history because United winning and Netflix by this time back to 2011. Akoye documentary about.
It was a 4-4 be winning Everton ball.
Last year
one. Old Trafford.
No,
Old Trafford. It was.
I don't know where share no a guy with Fellaini ni Kehu Pina Steven Pina munna be shebi.
It was at Old Trafford and they cool 4-4.
So you see that's where Arsenal will also look at this season and reflect on that 2-0 loss to Villa and feel like game winning quick. See if you like it or not, I'll congratulate Arsenal.
Finally.
I'll congratulate them.
Oh, finally.
No, I'm going to congratulate them. Let me congratulate Arsenal.
Okay.
Because they've made the season very enticing for us. What we thought was going to be a 3-horse race. As at some point, no, down the stretch, Liverpool gas no, a sign. So it's Arsenal, and it's a long time result. Yes, Liverpool and City are my moment say in recent seasons. But once the Arsenal, they also different kaka. And one of the reasons why we didn't really enjoy this title fight is because of that outstanding game na City outstanding game no. Just you understand, because every time it looks like Arsenal are on top, but then City have an outstanding to play. So Even though City were advantage, no, Arsenal were still on top. But okay,
outstanding the Amwa.
Outstanding Amwa.
It took a lot of.
It took the fun because every time Arsenal we are looking at City trying to play and outstanding to play. But if it had been Liverpool season now, we that's where you feel, you know, the vibe. And
that time they all had outstanding games. It will be
but when Arsenal, like you get it, so it took away some part of the fun. But let me congratulate Arsenal. They've done
finally. I'm waiting for a bat.
You see, they've done well. My only problem is Mutala. Sometimes it's very difficult trying to keep up the pace. Pep Mono, they have a blueprint for playing the league. Pep Mono, blueprint be a ball league no. Into no league no. He knows what he has to do. So when you are chasing Pep, that's a If you are chasing Pep, it's difficult. That's what I'm asking. Say, after they lost their league last season, they did a couple of things. This time round, if Sunday drew and they lose it again, what are they going to do? That's the question. Because these are young boys. We saw Spurs young boys not only over years we know that run, beautiful run in the league and also in the Champions League. But at some point when there's no motivation, and every player when you say motivation is very, very key in football or in sport. Say what sorry I wouldn't say this is what I have to do. What sorry I wouldn't say there is an objective and a goal to achieve. It's also sorry now one day you feel like na boy cry hey my boy every season be a second Mutala wabem ebebu
to only say Arsenal for no mabembe tibebu
o man hwe yi a o mabembe tibebu. And one of my problems with Arteta is he needs to improve in other competitions, especially cup games.
They signed Declan Rice for 100 million after losing the title. They can sign another 100 million.
But which position? Because it looks like I would even love to bring Hansen in because I'm looking at the Arsenal team and it feels like, see, that team is a solid team.
But they've been linked to Benjamin Sesko.
Maybe it's because maybe front line and on purpose they will try
to. They've been linked to him.
Bringing in Bruno Guimaraes for who? Because already you have Partey, you have Jorginho, you have Fabio Vieira.
So it means that Partey could go.
No, you have. Don't forget they also have Fabio Vieira. And when you bring it, listen, when you bring in a striker, it means you have to bring back 𝐋𝐈𝐕𝐄 to that role. That's it. I'm just looking at because on Sunday, let's be honest with ourselves, West Ham have been so poor, and yes, West Ham was some good streak. They've been extremely poor, and Manchester City the other competition aside the FA Cup. So say I come with 2 games the whole season. You think they wouldn't put everything into this game? They will put everything into this game. So I like the Partey and the Kudus vibe. Say Kudus can try and spoil the party for City now the idea. And they are coming up against Everton as well. But at this point, I wouldn't see, or I don't see Everton as that team.
No, Everton are now safe.
They are safe. So there's no motivation. You get the point. West Ham are safe. There's no motivation. But for your team, be anka ye be relegating. Will lose game now. But that's where you feel the vibe.
Oh, here 1 point be.
1 point be their qualifier.
And no crown West Ham here 1 point per Ubona. I'm
telling you.
What one more on Izuma? They are a big problem to this West Ham team.
Listen, visit City and Madrid, and it took the whole Madrid organization.
If they say David Moyes will want to bow out on a high.
Which eye? Which eye?
Which eye?
Which eye?
Yeah, Pablo now.
I know you're Pablo Nache. If
this work was to save his job, win or draw and save your job.
Maybe that is when you say, I'm sure there could be a different twist. You get it? But at this point, yeah, Mutala, and go rush the baby. It will be nice sitting, in front of your telly now. Oh, chef, go rush the baby near the Okoha because almost all the positions, you're determined. First to 4, answer,
and you won't change.
Oh, first 4, no. Answer, it's not going to change.
Mate, all right.
So for that final day, Premier League day. But I wish Krasa and Gamitmi ye wake a crab, me ya and fa, me ya me. I want to do something for us now. For the first, I want to do something for them. Say, I just want to do something for them. But in fact, Mutala Yakubu.
Okay, Josiah Quaye now today can make kind messages in front of the entry or your bar. The Ghana Premier League bro. Match day 30 and he shame himself no so ebebaso. Messages no way say hello, good morning. I am MJ from Adenta. I'm a Paris fan, but I'm praying for Arsenal to win the cup because of Thomas Partey, regular listener, but first time texting. Okay, and this one says the only heavyweight on my mind is when Kudus and West Ham beat Almighty City to present the Gunners the treasure they've been hungry for. Pound sterling from Ashama and Jericho listening inside Tema International School. Pound sterling said West Ham Eshe City Sunday framing. Me phone no ebe chow wo de be fa me phone no brother akoma junction be fa me phone no we say good morning Max Sports Akwesi 9 from North Kaneshi we and so say Mutala I think Mutala all the names that you've mentioned my favorite is Chris Eubanks. His movement in the ring is very it's a delight to watch. Seto from Teshi Anoma N2. We also say good morning, your regular listener, them Sleep Benjiro. You guys are doing a good analysis this morning. We also say good morning, Max FM. My name is Sarkodie Jr. Man City will win the league from Achim across. So we say Max Sports, please, what time is the boxing bout in Ghana? But this weekend matches will be interesting. This is Dennis Dusu from Dan Suman. Undercard normally started 10 p.m. Well, so indeed, EPL has given us great title race, and I'm so proud of my darling Gunners who will finish Everton coming Sunday. But the truth is, I don't trust Zuma and Ogbonna. Up the Gunners. I am bright from Pram Pram. Those people, you trust them at your own peril. Well, so the twist we're going to have in the EPL match day 38 is in Arsenal game where the Toffees are going to snatch all 3 points at the Emirates Stadium. Spurs are also going to lose to Sheffield United, and Chelsea is going to win and make the fifth spot. This one also says, Mutala, you are loud and clear inside Asuchari. You guys are doing a great job. Please keep it up. Klopp has really done well with Liverpool, and we can't say he has failed. Arsenal needs 2 wins from their remaining 1 match to win the title, which will definitely happen. Governor from Asuchari, Governor Ntiwa Asama Oking, Aka 1 match, also team need here 2 wins. I am Joshua from Labadi. My greetings to you and the pundits. It's been a long time. Oh, Joshua, by this time now, Ubisa, Mr. Kwakwase. We say good morning, Max Crew. How are you all? I am Joel from Bubuashi. Mutala, this weekend, Arsenal will win 4-0 and City will draw 2-2. Arsenal Nyame will work this weekend. This Euros is going to be massive. We the Madridistas can't wait to lift our 15th Champions League trophy. Hala Madrid and have a blissful weekend. Or say Arsenal Nyame. Hey. Man City beating Spurs is not new at all. West Ham United will do the ham to Man City on the last day for Arsenal. Go Man United. Nene Poplampo from Dakoman. I am really enjoying the weekend show live inside Adenta. Congratulations to my team Barcelona for their victory yesterday, and for the board of directors of Barcelona. They should be careful about the decision they make, because if they are not careful, the team will collapse, because Xavi is saying the truth. He can manage the team. Promise Ahaji. Well, to say it seems Arsenal fans are underrating Everton, who are actually tougher opponents than West Ham. Apart from the top 3, Everton have considered the least goals. Won't be surprised if Arsenal draw, because their full focus is on Man City game. Emmanuel Tete, also good morning, Max Sports Park. Please ask your crew to explain to me why does Rodrigo play football without injury and at Man City? Please tell me. There are some players who just don't get injured. There are some players. Bruno Prayer. There are some players who just don't get injured. We're still watching you live from Matayeko inside area code. Congratulations to Barcelona for their victory yesterday, and good work from Fermin Lopez for scoring 10 goals for his first season for the senior team. I am Atie Kuba set. Okay, we also say wish you guys a wonderful weekend. Mutala, I fear for Arsenal. Man City at this stage, last game to win the league and playing at home. Nah, Mutala, please allow your pundit at least to use 1 minute to do a preview for the boxing match between Tyson Fury and Usyk. This is Zilla GH from Ni Ayiku Estate, Dowenya. We've used more than 1 minute, and there is about we. This is the best ever sports show in Ghana. I thank God for your life, my Ghana brother Okokwe. I hope everything is fine with you. Nanedu is coming back strongly this Monday by the grace of God. Klopp has achieved at Liverpool, so they should stop saying that he flopped. My team Chelsea is going to win this weekend and going to be in Europe. Heart of Folk will also win this weekend. Still, my Camon 20 Pro phone is with Nana Dakwa. And this one says, I am typing from Tema West Ham, Tema West, just behind Community 18 Police Station. I am Kadaku. Please, when is Black Star Squad coming out? I'm not expecting the day I use name in it. Please, when is under 17 playing their next game? They are playing on Tuesday. Well, as I said, this is Kwaku Evans from Ashama. I don't understand something here. If Man United don't have good structures to accommodate world-class players, how come Manchester United is the most valuable team in the world? Because commercially, they are very appealing. They have the largest more or less like the largest fan base in the world, especially in Asia. Almost dominating. So every brand wants to associate with Manchester United because they have a huge fan base. They're not any. My prediction for Sunday: Arsenal 7, Arsenal 9, Everton 0, Manchester City 1, 0 West Ham. An emotional damage for my London boys. I'm Everlasting Rich from OEB Estate. It's Arsenal share 999 or the heading. Good morning. Hope you guys are doing great. This is Level listening from NKCT. Keep up the good work. And this one says, God bless you all. Tomorrow, Kotoko will win the game. And on Sunday, Chelsea will win the game. I'm listening to you live from New Fadama Presby Church. Daniel Osei Wusu. Big kind back home. You be through. We say, oh, Asna Nyami, please calm down. Onga from Madina. Onga. Nyame no de Man City so nyame so obeba down. Sami Kazola from Sprinters. I can place 2,000 on Fury and outcome is 4.1 for the weekend. Mutala 300 Ghana for you, but Arsenal win City draw and congratulations to the Ghanaians. Oh, okay. Well, so you think West Ham is going to beat City? Abba and Fada. Kojo Amuafo from Begro, Christo Aye Park. We also say I'm Toxic from Tema Community 9 inside Mr. Saki Rewinding Shop. Mutala Mabululu, please, when you were mentioning the boxes, I didn't hear. Hey, you didn't hear Bukum Manguze, British boxes. I am TJ from Asumdwe Rubber Company, Accra. I hope Tottenham lose on Sunday for Chelsea to be fit. I had the see now to see a try home. Yaba, if in some Ghana Premier League match day 30. Kotoko Echo Golden City Park, Heart of Folk are playing at home against Adriana. Yaba Sisia.
Ghana Premier League is back again. I say this is our own. Let's cherish our own. Division 1 League is back again. This is our own. Let's cherish our own. Ghana Premier League is back again. This is our own. Let's cherish our own. Women's Premier League is back again. I don't see a day what dog can want. And EJ can want.
It's match day 30 of the Ghana Premier League fixtures now. Ababija. Interesting games. Yes, him say Beba. So my catch say yes, Chassis ne. No, Nations FC against Accra Lions. Then we have Brekum Chelsea against Asante Kotoko. Lagos Cities and Great Olympics. And Bepem so Bechem United will take on Karela Dreams. And Heart of Lions. Then Heart of Folk will take on Adriana Mediema. Sone Real Tamale United. And Bepem so. And so Ataman will come up against Bibienico Stars. Then the Samatex against Bofuakwa Tano.
Days of Shamokwe, we've been there. We've been there. Division 1 League is back again. Since the days of our better.
It's big games and two games. Bia Obia Shenim say Ebe Krakapa. Kotoko traveling to the Golden City Park to face Brekum Chelsea, who lost their last game actually against Heart of Folk, and Heart of Folk themselves also playing Diana and T and on the but Samatex are still leading the league log with 52 points. Nations FC are second with 45 points. Accra Lions are third with 44 points. Adriana is also fourth with 43 points. Then there's Mediema Faith on the table with 43 points. Swataman also sit with 42 points. Bechem United are 7th with 41 points. Brekum Chelsea, they are 8th with 41 points. Baby Any Go Stars at also 9th, 40 points. Then we have Asante Kotoko 10th, 40 points. 8th. 11, sorry, Heart of Folk with 38 points. This weekend they are playing Adriana. Legon Cities are 12 on the table with 38 points. Karela also 13th with 37 points. Dreams FC are 14th with 35 points. Great Olympics are also 15th with 33 points. Then the last are three teams on the Ghana Premier League table. Bofuakwa Quatano who are 16th with 33 points. Heart of Lions are 17th with 32 points. And the last team on the table, Real Tamale United, they are 18th with just 28 points. So yeah, man, Sonia Quatrition Como Samra Boy, now the public relations officer of Samatex Attrition Como concerning their game at this weekend against Bofuakwa Tano. Kwesi Abranoma, Kwesi Anopedia. That's a wide opinion here to drink more Max 89.7 FM. So, last week, Yamo Ghana Premier League because of the FA Cup. GPL returns this weekend. Samatex against Bofuakwa Tano. One of the home games are Yatese Samatex FNIA Grokra. Because if they win this game, they get closer to the title. How have you been preparing for this one?
We are on preparation, and I can say that we are prepared very well because so per se we measure the winner. You have to win such games, and it's not going to be an easy game. A very tough, but you are prepared very well. Thank God that you need player be as you or you suspended, and now say be or Yaria on to mean Siaka Samatex team. You play a team and you are available for selection. You have a friendly match past Sunday. You share Pistia LB Sporting Club by 2-0. Meaning any preparation any year. At the shop of Apatangami at my Sunday. The supporters, what they are saying is that match be say no. If they have to team be winning. Na yet to me, I get 3 points na hope to me about league na yampase Samatex bet to me aji and Samatex beji. And I bet to me aji. Enti na the preparation so ya jumaden.
Eti game way a game be a month to na sekra but for kwata no ye as far as the table is concerned we team a wo mo pesa wo so be win game way na wo mo timi afrosro wo honom eno man ye very dicey for Samatex.
Dicey for kwata no not we Samatex because we say league no ye na ye lead into team B any Samatex baba that team na was who say under pressure you cool and you are preparing to study a match biano you fan of home no sana you fan yes and the team of Okatano because almost do FA Cup final and also one more record so our way almost take some vital points at away we know but young to me that the day after when I do no we begin to home seven Arsenal fire we work hard into we go to match so that they are able to restore hope into our supporters and see how best we do to me prepare for 4 matches that we the papa de free one
5 matches that anima ye be boy there operation Samatex win the league now start this weekend.
So you have to do the final push. Yakatine we say 15 points aka no yan nya bi kura no na nya 12. If you are showing me say 5 matches aka no yan nya bi kura no na nya 12 points out of the 15. Yakatine we say sebi Asante Popu baby say all pamo no ono one sign echi a wa utumrika no nso onyi wa home. If you it's a race or it's a marathon you go show yeko. You mark and I'll be in Indeed, the operation, Samatex winning the league, yes, the final push, let's start table for our match.
Okay, yeah, that's it. And we wish you all the best. I now watch your game at Mokwakobo. And yes, you were hard, you be Sibiano, you be fro, now you know what did and come on.
I can tell my supporters to say the BNC Sunday than win. I had the mouth.
Okay, we a PRO public relations officer for Samatex because see Abronoma and I want to Chiche and Komodo or see Kianeke this weekend Omo Eshe Bofakwa. Now last 5 matches I can Omatunidin say push the final push. And this is one of the home games. So definitely they are beating a team. I from a Bofakwa on Sunday. Yes, seni eno ebeko.
He's back again. Since the days of Asamoah John. We've been there. We've been there. We've been there. Ghana Premier League is back again. Since the days of Quaye. We've been there. We've been there.
Ameyanko had to focus where fi say womo so e big game bi ebo game a womo eda womo ni mo abebo no ano edene womo ne aduana FC na edebepem so Kobe Jones ye nyina enim no NCC PRO for Accra Heart to Folk na wo wa man so Bra Jones anope de ye da sese waje penie ene ye twetwe komo Max 89.7 FM.
Yeah, Mutala Yakubu.
Nyame na do me hoye mo mpaibo ene ahweyeti big game ewo ho edema Heart to Folk Quaye ade mo bo aduana FC aduana ye team akwa omatete has na nsemu pa me kai the last time has enya a victory over aduana was like 3 years ago. Came way, how are you preparing for this one?
You know, you know what the Diana is. But I know the only kind of thing bring up on the because they are the living that Nadia Quaye engineer second year to our last match of football has been with Mr. my family. I think so. And I know so no and also boys and I know so they know what is that and I'm going to support us in shape from and to what you do to Syria we have prepared anything the last 5 months we know points that we have a acceptable position when we get to the final and I think that is for you. Because you say no, they look like some big time. Maybe I said we should have it. We need to do more, and I think we feel somewhere where the technology are all aware of that ahead of us.
Last game, I'm boy, a match day 29 encounter was against 𝐒𝐏𝐬𝐄. Young him say, now how to folk win. Definitely, that is what they are looking for. But we need buy no, you movie a kakra. Was there anything that we didn't know about this team going into that game?
Oh, I think the only thing we did was to, over before the match. When you play me, Kasai, but no, when you play me, Kasai, you to support it to show more before they left to 𝐒𝐿𝐕𝐄. I know what Kasai had wrong with it. Our life depends on that much. So we needed to pick that 6 points. Because now it's never continuing. And the amount of spaces that I have technical, you can't say one. And almost about so only in my things were starting you from that day. And that is all we saw. So we are hoping they will continue from where they left. Now, I think they are
5 matches to end the season. So far, Ejuma coach Abubakar Watara and Wenyaje home.
Coach Abubakar is Canada for now because we came middle within the season. And Obaya he doesn't know most of the players are saying maybe when he used most of the matches that on the boys. You see your man on the weakness of managing no more everything to the club of the idea. Even with that thing hasn't been bad. So the only thing is that we are supporters, we want to support him and make sure that for improvement that they support him and next year when you are coming away from the
Okay, it's Sunday. At the end, I'll catch supporters of Heart to Folk ahead of that big game on Sunday.
I think our players will want to see them in their numbers, supporting them and Hansen has to be usually, the strong how supported we are with them, and it's 3 o'clock and 8 o'clock. Don't want to have let me I just say if you can never do everything very close to that we have that much. So it should be a period to that and we are expecting our
okay, Kobe, it has the other place on the Architect Kobo Max 89.7 FM. So, Kobe Jones, NCC. National chapters committee Heart to Folk one PRO and I would say one year teaching concerning the game at Heart ever Bokosia that big game Heart to Folk Adriana. How would that one go after Heart to Folk getting that win over 𝐒𝐿𝐕𝐄? No, I'm sure they are approaching this one with a lot of confidence.
It is back again since the days of our better Saki. We've been there. Women's Premier League is back again since the days of Asamoah John. We've been there.
Eti akọ Heart to Folk aso ye dia ye Sambora Kumase Asante Kotoko so aso ye na eno so ye nkọhwe de eno so kọ ewo honom need akọ ni sabihia ho nanse mu ewo GFA ho mebo okay mire ye fi se wada mentia entina mire ye fi no
na sabihia wo bo
wo se me bo ebo no so a wanni so and you say okay. So Greater Accra Kumasi Asante Kotoko supporters PRO need a corner no ni Saturday sorry china mo bo game bi na before that game na ye be kan wasem no ever since team no ekohia otumfo opemso and the twetwe nkomo no Kotoko has turned a new leaf. Do you think say sa nkomo na ekoso no e na asesa bibia?
Mutala Yakubu nature waiting for. I'm Kotoko supporters in an very. It's true. Once the Uwura Maria Dena Yaoyano and 𝐒𝐿𝐕𝐄 Ura at the front of what traffic. Now what Trevor said Yaoyano, Nene so and I say maybe a car and I have a man car a wow. And I think
we're going to mention on that very fateful day, Abuatil even our supporters, being the technical team, management, will be who say, no, things are MEG. So whatever we will do to make it happen, I will say, yeah, and I think, sir, it's me a boy and power.
Okay, now, Marco Shia Opem so 3 games, Mulu Subi. But this time, you are going to a grounder, Mokowa, Ayana, Ayadinamamo. Last season, Mokoho. You were beaten about 3 goals. Mikai Kalu Atara head Abia or headed towards them. This time you are going again. Precum Chelsea. How will that one go?
A game is so dear to our hearts because if you don't share we resolved say by then we got 3 away matches. Takwa, Precum, and Natamale. You target me say. It's nothing at all. So today, not a maximum point from any of these venues. We need not to come back home as a losing side. So far, in Yakotakwa, we are able to pick a point. We are going to be cool. Like we said in the last season, Yakoho, Echo James 3. But this season, tomorrow, a different story will be told. Kotoko will come back from Bekum with either a point or with the 3 points. We are not going to lose that game.
Okay, you are not going to lose that game. Now, finally, before I move on, what would you describe as a successful season for Kotoko? Because the league in the Kotoko, mathematically, you can still win the league, but it looks like it is far-fetched for Asante Kotoko. So what would you describe as a successful season for Kotoko?
A successful season for the club should be a season 1. Because competition you target we need the ultimate, That is 1. 2. In terms of infrastructure, say supporters of the club, in a way or the other, back rally behind the club. That will describe the club as a successful club for a season. As far as we are concerned, this season, we won't term it as a successful club because we couldn't meet any of our targets. And I think, sir, I was saying yesterday, we are all part of the problem, we are all part of the issue. So at the end of the season, we'll come back and make sure, sir, we'll find a solution to the problem. Yankasa creating my don't think to be achieving and target,
Okay, yeah, that's it. Ni dako problem mo kritima mo hono se mo ambe solve. Nti wish you all the best for that game that you play against Precum Chelsea no. Okay, so now we've gotten updates on the Wafu under 17B tournament and game also koswa yes since you better be to one crying TNT man kosodo Togo and Niger yes Togo Ashe Niger 3 goals to 2 but first game that was Burkina Faso against Nigeria no koso na goalless honom it's match day 30 and him say ebeba so 2 big games. Josiah the na be commentary is it hard to folk Adriana or the Kotoko game?
I think hopefully this Sunday. Hearts
in Adriana. Take me through that game, big game. For some time now, Adriana have been a thorn in the flesh of Heart.
Yeah, I think that you can call them Hearts for Boogie side or more. It's always difficult when Hearts come up against Adriana Stars. It's never been easy for Heart of Folk. But Mutala, I think that if you're a Heart of Folk player or a Heart of Folk fan, you'd feel gassed up if you are going into that fixture after coming at the back of a win in Precum. Because Osha Hearts have not really enjoyed success when they've traveled to Precum. They've also not really enjoyed success when they've played Adriana Stars, either home or away. This is a fixture be Osha. Every time on the boards are fixture, and I don't think say not even a single Heart of Folk supporter saw it come and say Heart of Folk will go to Precum and wallop Precum Chelsea by 3 goals to 0. Not even a single one. I'm not sure even if you had asked, they knew that they could have won that game, maybe by a slim margin, but to beat them by 3-0. It was just huge for Hearts of Oak. And Oshe Ediana Answas, he said, it looks like gradually, the title charge, and Shadan Yadi is you winning. So they don't look like a side challenging for the title. They just want to be safe. They want to be in a very, very respectable position by the end of the season. And I'm saying that in recent times, we've seen Hearts of Oak gather some momentum. They've gone on a very, very good streak. Then all of a sudden, it will follow up with 3 or 4 losses. Then they will have to restart again. That has been the problem with Hearts of Oak. Their consistency comes, but then at some point, in a short time, as a Twitter, then they start losing again. Then they will have to pick up. Now, there's only 5 games to the end of the season, and in those 5 games, Hearts of Oak are lucky, so they'll be playing 3 at home, 2 away, and it starts with that Indiana Stars fixture on Sunday, which to me, Mutala, is a very, very difficult game.
They can't afford to lose the game.
They can't afford. And Rana, head coach now, that Abubakar, he was around the Legon Sports Stadium. I think Jan Pofuankra
I spoke with him. Yeah,
with him, he spoke extensively. He spoke about things within the club, how they are looking at bouncing back. The kind of players he wants to get going into the next season and all that. Okasa, Yepa, he spoke quite a lot. But one thing I don't want anyone to take away from the coach is he looks like he is a fine brain. He has the tactical acumen to lead this Hearts of Oak team. As a Nyaman and Quaye Kakra, you could see that they are trying to do something, but it's not just working sometimes. And it's one of the things that Hearts of Oak fans know, because they know the man they have now looks like the right man for the job. This season, they've won at Inswache. In that same season, they've gone to Brekum Chelsea and won. How many seasons now Hearts of Oak to be called these 2 grounds? It will called picking up maximum points. So you can see there are some promising signs, but then also there are some challenging signals also. Going into this fixture, Mutala is going to be very, very difficult. Trust me. The Hearts of Oak game will be very, very difficult for them. But then again, I don't think it would be nice to win 3-0 at Brekum and lose at home. I think if that should happen, the fans will be very, very unforgiving. So going into that game, I just expect them to win. Yesterday, Akambi was also at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium together with the coach. Osha scouted talents. Nadia Dia, Sicilian, almost Ghana players in Kwana, almost scouted. They scout international players as well, because we've seen Otanga playing so well. He's an expatriate player. We've seen Linda Mtangi playing. At some point, Radio Voka was playing so well. So Hearts of Oak had some decent expatriate players on Mabwa among. So this weekend game, Mutala, will be very, very keenly contested. It's going to be a crunch fixture. And I believe that if Hearts of Oak should put up that performance they put up a couple of weeks ago in Brekum, then nothing should stop them from just picking up all 3 points in that one.
Okay. Now, Hansen, Kotoko, 3 games, you won't lose. And I'm beside Nida, say the title there looks far-fetched. 12-point difference between themselves and league leaders with 5 games to go. But then, what will be a good season for Ayas and Kotoko? Say, to push and finish at least in the top 4 would be good. They have a game against Brekum Chelsea side. I know behind himself Obesha has. Omentima has. But then they beat Kotoko the last season, and Kotoko are visiting the same ground.
For Kotoko, Obianim and yes secrets with the sort of terrible season they've had. But as Omoko mentioned and saying, the fortunes have turned.
Yeah.
And Captain Richard Lamte recently said there are bad performance, as a extra pressure about players. So some of them couldn't handle the pressure that came from the fans as a result of bad results.
Sometimes we take our eyes off that. Say pressure, teams lose match. We expect to be more forgetting but then you'll be an team taking pressure.
Especially for a young team like that. And you'll be an to me. Said they be a one ball has in Kotokondano. They be a more say has in Kotokono. Yambono. That is why player excel. No, the player be a bondi or yeah, dear war. I don't best me ball other teams needing or yeah, dear war. One of these mid table and a low table teams. So yeah, there'll be a case of Yankofano. Kotokoni has Kofano or Bape. On to me, at least for the first season of struggle. But Amone Menshako Kasaya, no. As I say, pressure now from so the boys are playing with a little bit of freedom now, and we could see that in their first 3 games that they played, coming back from the Palace. I think the coach too has helped a bit. Prosper Nati Ugu. They say a bit calm. They are playing with a little bit of with no fear and pressure. I think that is what it's helping them. We heard and Morrison also said the same things as they say as they are enjoying. First now Quaye say omuye juma, so they turn up just trying to do a job for Kotoko and go because of the pressure. But they say and I said they are enjoying the way they are playing. They say they are playing with more fun and freedom, and you would expect say it will continue when they travel to. When they travel to
Golden City Park
to
meet Maxwell Credo
in Brekum.
I say Maxwell Credo, Samuel Bodu.
Yes. Bodu lost against House of Folk in their last meeting.
No, be any special house.
No, be any special house because now it was even confident say Obesha house just to prove a point to the former paymasters, but and even the nature of the results from 3-0. I know Kotoko's travel to Brekum, it hasn't been the best in recent time. The last time they went there, they lost by 3 goals. They lost by 3 goals to 0. Prior to that, they drew 0-0 back in 2022. Earlier in the first round last season, I'm sure 3-0. So they would want to go there and make amends, but it will be difficult. It will be difficult for them to make amends. If you look at the standing of Brekum so almost shut the years. If you look at points now, they are 40 points, and with 5 games to go, if they get sacked, if they lose 2 games in a row, they will get sacked into the relegation battle. And at this minute, you don't want, with 5 games to go, you don't want to be involved in a relegation battle. So a win for them is crucial. One, to appease their fans for their defeats against House of Folk last weekend, last 2 weeks, and then to sort of cushion themselves in the league log. So it will be difficult, even though Kotoko are one of the best teams in terms of form in the last 3 weeks. I think it will be just a bridge too far for them when they go to the Golden City Park in Brekum. So maybe a draw will be a fair result, but I don't see a victory for Kotoko, unfortunately.
Now Samatex, 5 games to end the season. Almost say the final push. How would that go for them against Bofuakwa Tano? It is not going to be an easy game because Bofuakwa wants the point. They don't want the point. They need the point badly to survive. So that games are tricky.
For Samatex, for a team that is trying to push for the league, form a bit sketchy, kakra, especially in the last 5 games. In the last 5 games, we need just 2. They've drawn 2. They've drawn 1 and lost the other 2, and that is a very poor form for a team that is trying to win the league.
And I say almost Lusu. We come Lusu. The nations FC
also. I was coming there.
Minim.
What is working in their favor? And say, almost lose points now. Nations FC chase you. They don't take advantage.
Yeah.
Osha, the form guide of all the players, of all the teams. Osha, the form guide of all the teams in the Premier League now. Nations has the worst form in the last 5 matches. They've not won a game in the last 5 matches. And for a club that is aiming to win the Premier League for the first time in its history, in their first ever appearance in the Premier League, no, that is terrible. Nations FC, Omo lose 3 and Omo draw 2 in their last 5 games. I don't think they are giving Samatex the sort of needed pusher Samatex will need. Amanfoa can Bonon Koso saying maybe Samatex should play soft for
Bono
to help Bofo